welcome to another episode of Our Point of View Talk Show. Hello, Facebook, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking to a musical group called Nexx. Welcome, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
How are you guys doing?
Man, we were doing great. I'm doing great. I'm blessed.
So why don't we start with introductions? Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Well, why don't we start with the youngest? He has jokes. My name is Solomon Cunningham. I'm better known as Buster.
Okay, Mr. Buster.
Actually, why they call him Buster? Oh, wow.
Yeah, why do they call you Buster?
I don't talk about. My grandmother was responsible for that. She said that when I was a baby, I was so fat, I looked like I was gonna bust.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they just
and it stuck with you?
yes, it did.
Okay. And next we have Norris.
One of the newest members of Nexx. I've been around these guys for a long time. They've been my big brothers for a long time. I've watched, been in their shows. I emceed shows for them, and I'll just be on the sidelines just doing their steps, singing their songs, because I knew the routine. Because I've been around them, watching stuff, and finally one day, they kind of like gave me a shot. So now I'm here. Okay, my name is Elton Pinkard. I was one of the originals. Buster and I, we all started off in my car. We were at a job where Buster was working and doing some work on the floor and so forth. It was myself and the other three guys, and we sat there. We just started doing those two harmonization, and then somebody said, "Hey, this can work." And we've been together how many years, Buster? 16. We've been together 16 years. And one thing Norris forgot to say was, he paid us to get in.
No, we don't down payment. We're not gonna give installments. We're not gonna give you that.
Okay.
Yeah, but we got this. There was originally 4 members of the group. Buster Cunningham. I'm gonna let him tell you about how it all started. But 2 other members joining us a little bit later on in this show. We apologize. We're here in the Maryland area. And there's a lot of things that are going on that's causing this delay with them, but they'll be joining us a little bit shortly, and you'll be able to see the full group. But the 4, these are original members of the group, and Buster can definitely tell you a lot about how that all started.
Well, allow me.
Oh, hey, excuse me, you may. Anyway, your mattress. Yeah, okay. I mean, on the road, so right here was part of the moments. Girls, after party. I'm sorry.
Don't even go there. Anyhow, yes, a few years ago, which was 16 to be exact, in May '95, as a matter of fact, my writing partner, Lauren, and I, well, he approached me while starting another group. And I was telling him that I really wasn't interested in that. I wanted to be on the production end of this. And I needed him to be with me because we were a team. And so then when he approached me about actually starting another group, we had been in groups before, and I was at that point where I felt like I could contribute more being behind the scenes than on the stage. However, the more I thought that way, the more they pulled me back in. And so we went on a recruiting drive, he and I, to get some people to form a group. And we decided that we would do a 4-man group where we would have all of the harmony pitches. Everybody could sing 2 pitches at that time. So it really wasn't a problem. However, that was the basis for it. So we got in contact with Mike, who's the first tenor, Michael Hagler, and then we contacted Elton, and we called him in, and as a matter of fact, that's how the group started. So we just gelled. We just gelled from the first day that.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. You get me.
Yeah, when we first got together, we gelled immediately. It seemed like, and to this day, I must say that was the case. And then the boy, Mr. Norris, the boy.
The youngest one.
Oh, by the way, I am the senior of the group. So
Okay.
I take him to Denny's
yeah,
to get the discounts.
I'm a stone senior. There's no question about it. I'm 74 years old. So I'm like the
Okay.
warden. I'm like the warden of the group. However, I am also the musical director. And again, after we decided we would go with 5, we approached Norris and asked him, would you please audition for the group? Because he was around all the time. He knew all of our songs and he knew our steps.
But these guys did first, they did overlook me a lot. They went recruiting people. They was getting people to come in and it wasn't working out. It wasn't working out.
It wasn't working out because you had other ideas. You were doing other things. You were writing plays. You were putting on productions in the theater and stuff like that.
So the truth is, I'm watching them audition all of these people, and these people coming in, it wasn't working out. And I finally one day, she came to the rehearsal, I was like, man, so how come y'all overlooking me? He said, waiting on you. We've been waiting on you. And I'm waiting for them to ask me, and they waiting on me to come to live. So
Wow.
it took me to be in my feelings to understand. They always want to be saying,
So you're saying you felt some kind of way.
So Norris.
I was wondering, I remember I'm there with the people. Yeah, I'm right there, and I'm like looking at myself, I'm like, I know that. He ain't even hitting that part right. But they wasn't jealous. These guys got a chemistry that's, awesome. And just, you just can't take anybody with any kind of stuff or any kind of luggage to bring in with you. I mean, we got enough luggage on our own, but the thing about it is the energy matches.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
On and off stage.
But you got to understand, my mental state of mind at that time was, I don't want to go through the process of interviewing and auditioning people, because I've been through that before, and it was really a waste of time because always there for real. Now I give you the people who did participate in that all could sing, but that was one of the things we weren't looking for.
They had one problem. They all could sing, they all had great voices, but they lacked the one thing that we were looking for, which was being able to harmonize as a group. And there are a lot of persons who can sing, but if you put them in the background and ask them to sing a note, they're lost. So that was a dilemma there.
Well, yeah, because so many of the people were out front singers.
Right.
They were always out front singers. And my thing, and Lauren's thing, but me especially, I was like, we don't want the basic stuff that we were doing.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the type of music that you perform.
We perform everything. That
So are they original songs or?
A lot of them are, no, most of them are cover songs
Okay.
that we arranged in a way that would give it the next step sound. We want to emphasize that, the Nexx, STEP, please. Next step.
Yeah.
That was the first move.
Well,
To take a regular phrase.
but as far as the type of music that we sing a little of everything. Because I like music, all types of music. And I wanted our group to be versatile enough to be able to do any kind of music. Yeah, a lot of cover songs. Got a good repertoire of cover songs.
Okay. So how do you choose your songs for your shows?
How do we do what?
How do you choose your songs for your shows?
I'll let one of them answer.
That's it. Actually, Buster actually puts the music repertoire together for us. Every time we go out to a show, he looks at what the show is, and we get some questions so we know what kind of audience to play with. So he basically puts the repertoire together for each show that we do. But the repertoire is very wide. We have a lot of things. We can take you from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, and even current today. That's what's in our repertoire.
Okay. Well, speaking of current and today, how has the group been affected by the pandemic?
Oh, that was a big downside because immediately when the pandemic became the focal point of the business, which is when they said no crowds, no, all of the music business has suffered to an extent because you couldn't work, you couldn't get any venues to book you because most of the venues were closed.
Right.
And so the same thing applied. And plus, a lot of us were on lockdown. We were on lockdown because of our families and the whole nine. So it had an overall effect of putting things on hold.
That's right. So not only did we not, our dates for 2020 were canceled. We couldn't do any shows in there. But like Buster said, we were definitely on lockdown. But after having that time off and doing that, we started getting together this year. We did do a show. It was streamed. We brought in the stream. And we thought about that. Wow, that's what we should get into. So we started working. We're putting more shows together, and we're working with people more shows together in 2021 to do it the new way, small audience, and then they're streaming us live. We got one coming up June 20th. We're going to do a live streaming. I wish I had that address. I would drop it, but I don't at this time. But we have Point of View right here. This is going to be done. As a matter of fact, we're doing it actually in a backyard setting. And we got writer for this going to be Next Step. Dave Tolliver from Men at Large is going to be on there, and a few other artists is going to be coming. It's going to be really great. It's going to be a small audience. It's going to be outside by a pool. It's going to be a small audience, about 24 people. It's going to be catered. Celebrity chef, got Ike Page. Him with his crew in here are going to be serving the people that's going to be on site. But those of you who are not here are going to be able to enjoy the music and the entertainment. It's going to be quite a few interviews and stuff. And of course, we're going to be on that show. So and as I get that information, Jackie, I'll definitely make sure that you get it so that you can share your viewing audience.
Sounds good. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's talk about the R&B, staying relevant. Okay, how do you see R&B music staying relevant with hip hop and the young generation? Mr. Elton.
R&B, hip hop, all the same word. You talking about rap and hip hop?
You said that.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, you said you wouldn't.
There's no such thing as hip hop. The only music that I know is R&B. I'm old school. I'm 68 years of age, and I go way back. And I can tell you anything from the 60s all the way up. Any songs you want to know, I can give it to you. But some of the apparently they say hip hop. Now, I don't understand what they're doing. They all sound alike. Their songs to me have no meaning, and they don't even present songs like when we were in our day, we could talk to a young lady through music because the songs could say what you could not say. But these songs nowadays, the only thing they say is, I won't say what they say, but I'm not with the R&B stuff.
Yeah, and I have to give it to the hip hop nation though, because they were showing honor to a lot of artists. They sampled a lot. They sampled everything. They sampled a lot. I mean, they may not have been originally making music, the instruments, doing that, but they had a good ear for good music because they went back and they brought this stuff forward and sampled it. When otherwise, most of this, some kids, they wouldn't have known who James Brown was, or Rick James was, if these hip hop people hadn't took their stuff and sampled it. And then when they kind of heard the original, it's like, oh, I know that song. Oh, G String G did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? Also, I think that there's a melding of the two genres. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of the artists, you take somebody like her, tell me about it.
But she's R&B.
Yeah, no, she's not strictly R&B. That's the whole.
But that's that R&B ideal. So
well, she has.
She's current.
She's current. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Her delivery. Bruno Mars.
I'm not gonna say Bruno Mars. It really stole me on that.
Yeah, because let's face it. Just like Donnie Simpson was saying yesterday, when he hears that song, Pieces of Rope, he always thinks that it had to come out in the 60s or 70s because that was what R&B was at that time. Also, I digress because, allow me, the disco movement is what hurt R&B the most. When disco was in full form, because everybody was into the dance craze and all of that. But R&B made a strong comeback with the groups and the single artists. You know,
you learn something new every day. I'm not sure if I was born when disco came out.
You're not that much of a baby.
Yeah, he's a big baby. I'll tell you.
Let's talk about the young artists who are embracing R&B, like Final Draft,
Well,
the YouTube sensation.
Guys on YouTube, and they're a YouTube sensation. A group called Final Draft. They do cover songs, but they do cover stuff with R&B. And like Nexx, what I like the fact that what they do, they put their own twist on it. They make the song their own. And
that's our trademark.
Yeah. So I really like groups like that. And these are young boys. They're right there keeping this music relevant.
Right.
You know, it's never gonna go out, but they keep it relevant in front of our faces, and they perform it in a well where people can relate to it. And they help the younger generation relate to it because you're watching younger guys do it exceptionally well. You know, so
that's the thing I feel about our local group, New Era.
New Era, yeah, right here, right out of DC, New Era. Those guys are the same way. And then you got another level in the professional. You got guys, I see them doing things, Trey Songz, young guy. He takes R&B. I watch his performance. He's got the understanding, the delivery, the passion of what R&B is all about, and the soulfulness that he needs to put into it. You know, and we can go on. There's quite a few of them.
But you know what? Even Chris Brown.
Yeah, I'm
You
kidding.
know what I'm saying? He has that thing.
Jim, Neo.
That they can sing they can sing the rap stuff and to
the guy Pac who just worked with Bruno.
Yeah.
You know, so as far as R&B, and we got plenty of artists that are coming up, some that we haven't even heard about even, that are continuing to keep R&B in their repertoire, and they're doing it very well. They're just looking for the shot in the day so the world can see, hey, we here with R&B and we got our twist on it. So,
and while you talk about that, I love India Ari because her stuff is true. You know, you can believe what she's saying. She says it like, I can't tell my skin from your skin. you know.
Brown skin, you talking about that brown skin?
Brown skin.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is, hey,
She did that song.
yeah, man.
She did that song.
But the thing I like about her is that she embraces herself.
Yeah.
Right.
She said, hey, I don't have to get my hair fixed or my nails done if I don't want to. This is me.
Yeah.
And that was the attitude that Jill Scott came on the scene with. You know,
Yeah.
don't make me take off my earrings, girl. You know, somebody bring me some Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you listen to the music, rather than just the beat. Now, of course, go gonna always attract you with the beat first.
Right.
That's
Right.
called song. But the baby, what he's saying is cool though. I like that part. I'm not gonna go to any of his shows.
How many you say you are?
I said I'm 74. What you know? I know about the baby and Big Baby.
Oh, man.
All of them. Just like
with all.
Elton's not saying a word.
just like that boy, what's his name?
I don't even know who the baby is.
DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled.
Okay, DJ Khaled.
He punks, you know what I'm saying? And although he will say DJ just 6 or 7 words during the song.
That's what it is. That's all he said.
He got the sound right. DJ Khaled.
It's a new thing. We're gonna give it to him. He knows that. That's all he has to do.
Like Dan Brown. Dan Brown was the only person that say one word, maybe
Yes. Exactly.
He's staying in his age. In James Brown. He's talking about baby.
Don't worry about it.
Don't make my music repertoire.
Don't worry about it.
I gotta get with Buster.
You're gonna know when to show up on one of the lists.
And anybody out there that know the baby, don't be offended that I don't know, but I want to learn. So, brother here to, I don't want none of your viewers getting mad. They sending you something about something, and you don't know who baby is, who you think he is. I want to know. But he just brought someone on. I want to learn. I'm gonna listen to it. For those of y'all, I like hip hop. I like rap.
You too.
Yeah, I like it when they collaborate. So you hip hop artists out there, continue collaborating with your R&B.
That's why you got.
Well, let's talk a little bit about collaboration. How do you guys feel about the old school and current music combining hip hop with collaborations? How do you guys feel about that?
I think it's okay. You got to expand your horizon. In my, if you continue to do the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. That's what I'm always interested in. When you look at the music and the people who have fallen by the wayside, it's because they did not change. There are your exceptions. Now, but these are legends. You take somebody like
Stevie Wonder,
Frankie Beverly. Yeah.
Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson is saying, no, Charlie Wilson has made a change. Yeah, since being with the Isley, since being with Gap Band.
Well, you just named two. We just talked about two. Frankie Beverly, and we said Stevie Wonder. Their music transcended beyond the transcended beyond the
The same way with Tina Turner.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But these people, these are icons. These are people whose music will live on forever. Right. And Frankie distinctly said, he says, why should I change? I'm not going to change. I'm going to continue to play Southern Girl and the rest of them, just like I've been doing, because that's what the people want. And he was providing what his audience wanted.
Right.
And so he put on his white hat and his white t-shirt and come out there and do his thing. And the people say, well, Frankie, music is changing. You're going to have to do this or do that. And he said, no, I want to continue to do this. Is what I like. This is what I know. And I love it. And the people who come to see me, which were multitudes, this is what they want to hear. They don't want to hear Beverly trying to do something else. Just like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ooh. saying? Power. What's
Everybody will listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah,
Everybody listens to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a target audience that you play for?
That's where the mixologist comes in. Okay. When we get a gig, we just don't perform for very young people unless it's a special occasion. We try to keep the demographic in our age area.
The age, okay.
We know that they can identify, you know. At the same time, when we do a gig, a lot of times younger people are there. And they be saying, you know, I heard that song, man, I ain't never heard that song before. Or they say, I'm good singing that. When did it? You say, that came out 20 years ago. You know, you may not be familiar with it, but your mom or your dad, because all the people who are about music always say, in my house, my mother or my father or my guardian, whoever, kept Motown playing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one of the things that I think about. So when we get a contract for someplace, first thing I look at is the demographics. And I say, okay, the age brackets here are between 30 and 40 or 30 and 45. We can work with that. We can work with, then I say, this is what we'll do. If the crowd is younger, if the audience is younger, even though we may not be the headliners, but we may be in there, then I'm going to try to make an adjustment so that we can appeal to those folks as well. And basically, it is what it is, baby girl.
It is what it is. Okay, so who are some of the artists that you guys have opened for?
Do you remember the list?
What?
Some of the artists that Nexx up.
You go and give them the list.
The artists that Nexx up opened for, it was split.
Well, we've opened for the Whispers at the what was that? Constitutional. Enchantment. Jesus Christ, Skip Mahoney and the Casuals, the Intruders,
Ruben Studdard.
Ruben Studdard. We've had a little time with what's that? The Blue Magic. I think Blue Magic. So we when I was some reputable guys, and it's always nice to hear the people say, "Wow, y'all should have been the openers. Y'all should have been the closers." As a matter of fact, we don't care when we go out for a show. If 18 people come in, you know, we're going to do the same show for that 18 that we would have did for 118, 218. We do not falter from the way we do our show. We give you the same energy. We're going to give you the steps, harmony, and all that. And Buster's going to be on us. And sometimes he gets on when everybody laughs nerve, but he keeps us right. This guy right here, you know, I'm going to have to slow him down because he's still like 68, 67, Lauren 70.
Yeah.
Lauren is 70, and he likes to go out there dancing and twisting and splitting things up. Oh, I can't do that. If I split and get down there, call the 911, I have to get enough. I'm falling and I can't get out.
Hey, like I said, I'm not the real dancer, but you dancing. How old is Lauren? Lauren is a dancer. Once you get there.
Lauren, man, you're the one twisting, splitting, and 8 turns to get to his mic and snap it off. If I do 2 turns, I might miss my mic.
We really have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like you do. So out of the 16 years, that you guys been together, who was your favorite act that you actually opened up for?
Yeah, it would be all of them. 'Cause we get, you get to the tribute to just about every last one of them that spoke up to.
Yeah.
Because they were all great talents, you know, you gotta give them their props, they're legends. So you can't even put them like in just same category.
We're not gonna.
That was one thing about making music back then. Each group had their distinguished sound.
Yeah.
You know, those guys had their distinguished sound. So although they doing R&B stuff, but in what they did, in the uniqueness and how they did, you couldn't put them in the same category. But they all were great in their own way, you know, in their way. They all
Well, Manhattan's,
yeah,
those kind of,
all of them.
yeah. But,
and I think when I watched them do these guys and do their material, you know, it brings back good memories to me of the real group, but it makes me feel good to see that there were groups like Nexx out there actually doing this stuff and doing it well.
yeah.
You know, and that was scary. So
Let me expound on one thing, because I know she's gonna ask us about our originals. We have original tunes. We've recorded original tunes. We just haven't released.
You haven't released them. What are you waiting on?
Hey,
You like doing the covers better?
Don't go get your Victoria's Secrets all in a bunch. Listen, what we're gonna do.
What do you say, my secrets?
Someone tickling the bottom of your feet.
Norris, get him.
Listen, we partially finished the part, and we ran into contract problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the then producer of our music. However, once that was, and that sort of put us in limbo for a minute. And so we shelved the original tunes in the hopes that we would be able to get back to them, the ones that we didn't record. And that's what we're in the process of doing now. So watch out, something's gonna be dropping soon.
Okay.
I can't give you a date yet, or even a month, but it'll be soon.
We heard it here. We heard it here.
We got to do it now. You know, this is all about bucking this now. It's either now or never.
Now, I know you guys have performed your own shows. What artists have actually opened for you?
We did, you know, when we did stuff locally, we used local artists.
Yeah.
You know, it was sort of like a show would be like Next Step and Friends, you know, kind of like that there. And we would also perform with their stuff. So a lot of us artists in the DMV area really support each other in what they do. So if another local group may have a show going on, you know, they'll contact they'll contact Next Step and, you know,
No, they were not our arch rivals. They were our competition.
I wrote the it's called Halo, and believe me, these brothers could sing, and it was just like going to a football game where you got two people, the world champion and a contender, a real contender, and people would just come out to see the both of us to see this like, and everybody made it happen. When their people didn't leave after they sang, or our people didn't leave after we sang, they were all there because it was always, like I say, competitive, and we had songs that we were saying, them guys were like, "Oh, you all gonna sing so and so, man? We ain't gonna do that with tonight, man." Because one thing about our group, Buster makes sure that we never, ever come out and do the same show. You know, we're not gonna do, if they may do one maybe today, it's been like nine months down the way, but some groups come out, you can tell what they're gonna sing because they don't change their repertoire. But that was one thing you would never find us been guilty of, because he made sure every time it was a fresh new slate.
And also to give props and be professional. If I know that a group is doing something that we do, and they are the headliners or something, I will give them their props by changing our songs.
Right on the spot?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
So we have musicians that read everything else, and they know exactly what to do. So these guys, they're great. We have people who have played with the stylistics. What you play with?
Oh man, we have in this area musicians that we're able to pull from, the pool of musicians that we're able to pull from. Got musicians that are very well seasoned. You know, they played with some of everybody, and they played with various different genres.
Play with everybody.
Yeah, and they played various genres as well. So that's one good thing about being in the D&D area. There is a lot of talent here, especially musicians, singers. There's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of talent also, like in the Atlanta area, just this East Coast period.
Buster put his mask on.
He got his shot.
Buster's not taking no chances.
I am fully inoculated. He is too. Everybody.
Okay, so let's talk about your dance moves. Who is the choreographer of the dance moves? Because I know you got some moves.
Yeah, well, we all pitch in on that.
You all pitch in? Okay. Yeah. You just come up with your steps. Okay.
Who does the most? Yeah. I don't know. You tell me.
I tell you. Who? I do. Why have I lost you?
Why? You want me to tell you why?
Okay. I just started with one song. But there's like everybody do actually pitch in, because we'll start it and then someone say, hey, why don't we do this here to it, and we'll just kind of like blend it. So it becomes a collaborative effort. I like to take credit, but it's a collaborative.
But like I said, we have to slow him down because he wants too much movement for old guys that are he wants to flip the trip.
Money maker. Wow, money maker.
Yeah, man. And we just.
So what about your costumes? Who picks out the costume? Do you have a wardrobe specialist or anything?
Yes. Yep. He's bald headed. He wears glasses, and he's got a beard with like Papa Smurf. Oh, I'm sorry. That's you? Yeah. Our gear.
Oh, okay.
For the show.
Well, we'd be pretty. I had a lot of time when we first started. I had the guys that like, no, I don't want to wear that because what you want to wear. I've questioned about 5, 6 females, and they all say, okay, so what you say don't go, because we're dressing for the young ladies. We're not dressing for the men. So we want to look good, we sound good, and most of the time we smell good, and we got some good perfume.
Some stuff with Nexx stuff. Soul Street Entertainment basically does a lot of stuff for us. But we got an Instagram page, and I wish I had it. But if you go in on Instagram and you search Nexx Step, NEXXSTEP, it's either the Nexx Step or Nexx Step.
It's Nexx_step_band.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And you can go in there. You some stuff that we've done.
So that means she already, we haven't. I'm saying.
Oh, she already has.
Yes.
Yes, she does. Jackie Shaw.
Apparently.
I was looking at something today where we was at the VFW on my phone that what's his guy Lonnie put on it for us. Right? We was doing
Lonnie Lane.
We was doing Shaka Girl. Yeah.
And I think there's a Facebook page too. We got these things are set up out there, and people actually work them and orchestrate it for us. I'm sorry, I don't know, but thank you, Jackie, for having that information and sharing it.
I knew as soon as she said underscore.
I thought
she was on it.
She was on what? Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about your events that you have coming up. I know you spoke about June the 20th. that event. Are you guys having any more shows coming up?
Yeah. We're coming back in July. There's a few things that are coming back in there, and we're just gonna build from that point. So there's this concept that's coming out, and it's like live streaming is it. So we're looking at our audience, but mostly, like Buster said, and he alluded earlier, we're probably gonna start spending more time in the studio working on those originals.
Yeah.
So that's really what's in the plan to do, even now that things are opening up. So we're looking at probably doing more studio with live stuff now, but we're gonna still do some live things as things come up.
Right. In other words, we're exploring our options.
Okay.
And as far
Now
as,
there's originally 5 members, correct?
yes,
Originally 4 members.
no, there's 5 members.
She said
We
originally.
started out with 4.
That's what she
Okay.
said.
And next steps, rebirth.
Currently, there are 5 members.
There are 5 currently.
Currently, okay.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened to our other 2 members, but you know, if they was here, we certainly had prepared to do something for you. We got all of the harmony, and our lead singer is not here for this acapella thing. So hopefully, you know, Jackie, you can have us back on your show at another time. We'd love to put a good show together for you, and we'll make sure we get some clips to you that you can show for the group as well.
What we want to hear.
Can we do it from back? Walk him up and
No, he's not confident that is
That has nothing to do with confidence. I want to put the group out.
But I'm not saying do with us. We're looking for the group, but I know.
I concur with what he's saying.
Okay.
You know, just
We know we do this and we vote it down.
because I don't want them to feel left out also. Even though they're late, the point is
We're gonna find them for sure.
Isn't tonight your rehearsal night?
yes. That's what I'm more concerned about than anything.
Yeah.
Lauren did
So what do you
call.
guys do do you still go ahead and rehearse with just the 3 of you? When 2
No.
were missing?
Not with 2 were missing. If one was missing.
If one was missing, we could work background with everybody. And
Right.
we have, and Mike may come a little bit later, but everybody do background. So we structure it accordingly. So, but when 2 are missing, that's a challenge.
Okay.
We're not like, our camp is not set up like New Edition. So let's say all the New Edition didn't come up, you got, what do they call themselves in 3 boys, DVD?
Yeah.
So they'll just say, okay, DVD, y'all go out there into all the New Edition. Yeah, okay. And then if all of them don't show up and just Ralph Tresvant is there, okay, Ralph, you go out there and do your hits until everybody else get here.
Right.
You know, so we are actually a group, we're a component of a group of 4, and we have to operate with us 5 at this point.
Right.
But you know, in that way, see, with them, we make money because we'll find you.
And we
You late, you fine.
we did. I really want to come back on your show.
Because I would love to hear you guys sing.
I know.
But like you said, the group is 5, not 3, so you really can't sing with just 3. So tell me, who are the writers in the group? Since you are going to do some of your original music, who are actually the writers?
Oh, that's gonna be this gentleman right here, along with the other one that's not here, Lauren Cunningham.
Lauren Brown.
Lauren Brown. This is,
What you trying to make that voice unkin to me? Huh?
Well, that's what you always say.
Yes. Because we all like family.
yeah.
So,
They-
Mr. Buster, what type of music are you going to be writing? What are you going to write about?
Oh, well, basically, a lot of it comes from. Wait a minute.
Somebody's walking in the door.
Front door. Anyway.
Who's that? That's, okay, this is one other one. There we go, Mike.
Mike is in the house.
We're
Okay.
right into the interview right now. We did our about 7 o'clock. And you live right now, streaming live.
Hello.
Right here.
Hi.
On point of view. Let's go come right here. You stay on there.
I want to make sure that.
You'll get it. You tell us. We in here.
Hi, Mr. Mike.
How you doing, honey?
I'm great. How are you?
Okay.
Mike right here. Everybody kind of sort of things lead in here, but Mike is one of most of our designated, him and Buster is more of a designated lead singer.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah, man. I met this dude.
Oh, how you doing?
I met
It's Bama here. That's all I got.
Yeah,
Now, will you guys be able to sing with, now that Mr. Mike's here, or you still have to wait for the 5th person?
we want to have him here. Like I said, it's 5 groups, 5 members.
Okay.
And that way, that's representing next up is just 5 members.
5, right.
So
Okay.
best to have the true representation of what next step is.
Sounds good. I understand. I understand.
I think one of the things we didn't tell you about, we introduced ourselves, but we didn't tell you about who sings what.
Okay, that would be nice. Mr. Elton, what do you sing?
Everything.
Everything? Well, he
I-
just said he sings everything, so that means you guys could sing, just the 3 of you.
Actually, I sing, Mike is the dominant first tenor. I sing the first tenor. I relinquished my first tenor job over to Norris. I have second tenor baritone, and we did a bass line after that.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, my name is Wes. I don't have nothing to do with that mess.
Well, my name is Michael. I sing first tenor, and that's all.
And that's all. Okay, Mr. Mike. Okay. And Mr. Mike, do you write any music?
The boy told the truth.
Yeah, I have some, but not be doing right here, but in the process of doing some things, man.
Okay. Okay.
But I
So
like to sing first tenor and do the vocals, you know, do crazy stuff.
He got a heck of a range, I gotta tell you. His range, he's one of the baddest tenors in the DMV area. Matter of fact, it even broadens beyond that. You know, it goes beyond that. And that's he brings a uniqueness with his voice. And each one do that, but he brings a uniqueness with his tenor where he hits octaves. Unbelievable. You know, it's just unbelievable. So when he's telling you he's saying tenor, that's just an understatement.
No, wow.
It's just, yeah, his range is just.
You ever thought about going to law school?
Going to law school?
Law school, yeah. You should be a lawyer.
Look,
I ain't got
told her what I said already. That's why I ain't seen that. You told her. You started about you. You started telling her about you, me, him.
I
And if
did
she
not.
had stopped, you would have told her
I didn't say
about
anything about
you.
No, I did not.
You were going there.
No, I think that I think it.
You know who the instigator in the group is
I
right
think.
here. He tell everybody.
How do y'all get any rehearsing done?
You gotta have some business to talk. Yeah. You don't have any business. You know what? You don't have no business in this good here.
Not there.
Like he
Dirty
said,
laundry.
but like he said,
To the viewing
like
public.
he said, I am
To the
first
radio.
tenor in which he used to be. But I got that spot now.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, what spot do I have?
somebody been told.
Okay. You sing lead in first tenor. Singing lead, I do first tenor. When you ain't singing lead, I do second tenor.
Well, good thing somebody told me, because I
No,
didn't really know what I
you
was
say
doing.
that.
I go to second. When he's singing lead, I do second.
Gentlemen, don't start no SH. There will be no IT.
So, but
No.
fine.
Anyway, I sing baritone and lead, and occasional second, sometimes.
Okay.
I've been wondering where that note be coming from. I've been getting it riding on my way.
you know, you're like a lost ball in high weed.
Gotta cut
And
the
you
grass.
Got to cut the grass.
See, that's one of them senior jokes. I didn't get it at first. They had to explain it to me. But I got it now.
You guys are hilarious. Now, the gentleman who's not there, what does he sing?
Good question.
He sings second and baritone.
Second baritone. Okay.
And it's baritone.
And his name is Norman Brown, but we call him White Man.
Real.
Call him what?
White Man.
White man?
Yes, man.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
actually, we call him white folks. Don't worry about it. You don't. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not here.
His name
Brown.
But then when he walk in, y'all
You
gonna know-
guys were hilarious.
y'all gonna know what they talk about when he walk in.
That's right.
But hey,
And I'm gonna find him $3 soon as he come in the door.
Usually, we be talking about your fire.
Well, I'm not fine.
So now will you guys be rehearsing tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll be rehearsing? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time since I know Wednesday night is your rehearsal night, but I do appreciate you taking an hour out of your time to speak with me on Our Point of View Talk Show.
you're quite welcome.
This was great. This was great. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. And Norris, can you tell us again about June the 20th?
June 20th. I'm gonna make sure that you get a flyer on that. You could talk about letting your viewers know. If you guys remember Next Step, this is where they're gonna be performing. It's gonna be live streaming. It's free. Matter of fact, so it's not gonna cost them anything. I'll make sure you're plugged in so you can let everybody know, view in. That's gonna be June 20th. That's Father's Day. As a matter of fact.
Father's Day.
Yeah, is it? So it's gonna be 5 o'clock, 5 to 6. The live streaming is gonna start. It's gonna be the backyard party. We've got Dave Tolliver here from Men at Large performing. We've got two other performers. We got the jazz musician. He's working with what's the guy Anthony Cox right now and Mary J. Blige up in New York. His name is Maurice. I can't remember. He'll be in here in the house. Man, it's just gonna be awesome. We got the celebrity chef Ike Page preparing the food. He's got his team here. It's gonna be serving everything. Now, if you're streaming, I'm sorry you won't get to entice and enjoy the buffet of foods that's gonna be there. But you can enjoy the entertainment and you can enjoy the interviews that's gonna be there because we got all the special guests gonna be in the house. They're gonna be interviewed and it's gonna be hosted. So it's gonna be a great event. Tune in for that hour. And that's all you have. Tune in for that hour. Take the time out, support, tune in, and look for more that's going to be coming down the pipe. So that's June 20th. That's June 20th, 5 o'clock, 5 to 6, live streaming. I'll make sure, Jackie, that you have the link and everything you can share with your viewers and send them out a flyer so they can tune in. And I'm sorry, I don't have that information, but the promoters do. Stone Street Entertainment. They are presenting this, and they have all of that information. I'll make sure that you get that from them.
Now, this is going to be the first one of a series, correct?
Right, yes, this is gonna be the first one of the series. So there's gonna be a series of these that we're gonna be on. Good thing about it is what we do June 20th, we won't be doing when we come back and do the next shows. So you guys will get a chance to see the flexibility in our music and our performances and what we do. And no performance is gonna be the same.
Yeah. And also, if they miss the performance, where else can they see it?
They probably can go on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube channels or something. I think they'll have that stuff set up. But you'll see it in the flyers, so you'll know those people who are tech savvy and know how to maneuver around in those eras will know exactly where to go and where to find the show if they miss it. So.
But you're also going to have it on the JSL network, right?
Huh?
You're also gonna put it on the JSL network?
It's gonna, oh, if they miss it, it's gonna be on the JSL
The
network.
JSL network.
So that's right. You know, Jackie, if I came to you, I begged for that position. And you allowed it and told me to put it on the network. And here I'm sitting up here talking about.
And forgot to mention it.
Yeah, I worked so hard.
Want me to hit him for it?
I begged you. I worked so hard and begged and said, Jack, please, just don't you that. I guarantee you, it's gonna be an hour show. It'll fit with your program. It will, I promise you. And you set up there, you listen, you give me a shot. So listeners, watchers, viewers, you will be able to see this on the JSL network. You miss it live stream.
Thank you, gentlemen, so much. We really appreciate you taking out the time to be with us tonight on Our Point of View Talk Show.
All righty.
Now you can go and finish up your rehearsal.
All right, thank you as well.
Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Facebook Live, for being with us tonight. We really appreciate it. This was Nexx Step. You can see them. You can go to their Instagram page, Nexx, NEXX_step, STEPT_band. They're on Instagram. And just remember, next week, we're going to have our update of our coronavirus with Dr. Kay Stevens and Meaty Bardinelli. Just remember, guys, everything you heard and everything we said was our point of view. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Peace.